Rundown, Thursday, August 8th. Today we're brought to you by Factor. Warmer, sunnier days are calling. Fuel up with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the Menu Chef crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Tommy, what's your favorite?
Come on.
What?
Keto.
It's not Keto? Keto.
The E is there.
What
Keto.
Keto.
Whenever I've seen it, I've called it Keto for the last 20 years.
We told Smitty to host. We forgot about the reading part. We forgot that
you forgot that there's two ads today in a new studio.
I just Smitty down.
Dogs and cats living together. It's mass hysteria. Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto. Tommy, what's your favorite?
Keto.
Tommy,
I like the protein. I like the Protein Plus. I'm back in my gym phase, kind of. You got to get that protein.
You do look a little smaller.
No, I don't. I'm the fattest I've been in 6 years. I've went to the gym 2 of the last 3 days. But I need to get myself together.
But you're using Factor to help.
Yes, Factor's helping.
Okay.
Protein Plus, legitimately, it helps.
Thank God for Factor, because I worry about your health. The Factor thing is the only thing you have going for you right now.
All right.
Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you always have time to enjoy nutritious, great tasting meals. Make today the start of your kickstart, a new healthy routine. What are you waiting for? With 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, you always have new flavors to explore. Treat yourself to restaurant-quality meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, and blackened salmon. Head to factormeals.com/rundown50 and use code rundown50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code rundown50 at factormeals.com/rundown50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Factor, thank you, Factor. We're in a new studio today, and Deion Sanders, there's a rumor going around, boys and girls. Ex-players say the locker room at Colorado is like real-life Grand Theft Auto. Anonymous former player quoted.
One of us just.
No, this is great. No,
is it that bad?
Absolutely not. He needs to read all of this.
Is literacy that bad? I'm reading Goodnight Moon every fucking night. It shouldn't be this bad.
Maybe you should read it more. All right, it's okay. No, you're doing good.
I mean, these are bigger words than Goodnight Moon.
It's a lot of words. Yeah, some of them have multi-syllables. It's tough.
Anonymous former player quote, it's like real-life GTA. There are so many distractions with fights, guns, and money floating around the environment is like anything I've ever seen before. Another former player talked about how 5-star defensive back recruit Cormani Sanders, who has also transferred, was treated in the locker room. Cormani was getting bullied by Shiloh Sanders after the Oregon State game. Shiloh slapped him several times, which left Cormani screaming, "I'm going to kill you," repeatedly. At one point, there were punches thrown over a $10K gambling debt that player refused to pay. Deion has denied the allegations, quoting, when are we going to address all these lies? That's when they know you're doing well. When they start lying, should there be penalties? Shouldn't there be some kind of ramifications? I don't know.
Are they doing that well? Weren't they pretty bad last year?
Yeah, they were 4-8.
Wait a second. Let's pump the brakes here.
Okay.
Their over-under was like 2.5, 3.5 last year, and they started super hot and exceeded all expectations. They were nationally ranked. They shouldn't have been. So, yes, Deion and Colorado blatantly exceeded all expectations and did well last year, even though they
went 4-8. I mean, I think we're also, as a media, we're also quick to crown him maybe a little bit too fast there. No? Because we want Deion to succeed. He's an interesting guy.
Friend of the program.
And even like beyond Barstool, I think like the media was excited just because he's an exciting guy. You want him to.
I think the media is kind of anti-Deion.
Really?
A little bit. I think they like having him as a storyline, but I don't think they want him to succeed. Like the old heads in media, at least.
Why is that, Tommy?
He's flashy. And, they think he's not what college football is all about, all the transferring, all the, they got I saw in practice, they had the names or the social media handles on the back of their jerseys. Here's all I know. I don't know. I don't know if Colorado will be any fucking good this year. Here's what I do know. The documentary about this, like 15 years from now, is going to be incredible. Like there will without a doubt be like a Deion Colorado documentary. Yeah. And that's going to be,
I'm sure.
That's going to be a must watch.
If you're comparing a locker room to GTA, that's probably
bad.
That's probably the most that's probably the most outrageous example you can make of something being out of control. comparing to GTA in real life. And to claim a college locker room is like that. I agree with Dion here. Just like, what the fuck? Like, why are you saying this? Look into it, and if you're lying, there should be penalties.
Yeah, I mean,
but if there's more, so how many sources are saying this? Like, if there's more than like 2 guys, then why are they saying this? Like, maybe it's true.
There's definitely some shit going on in that locker room.
Like,
I don't know if it's
Well, it could be shit going on in the locker room, but there's definitely. I mean, you say it yourself, Tommy. Everybody is kind of looking at Colorado now and just like might want to take them down.
Yeah, it's possible.
Take them down. They're 4-8. They're down. Like, what are we doing? Like, the idea. Like,
you know how much money they brought in last year?
Absolutely. But so is that what he's there to do? Is Dion there to win football games, or is there to make money?
I think both.
Both, yeah.
Okay. But I think it's wild for him to say when you know you're doing well when you're not doing well.
I think you know you're doing well when you get the number 1 recruits coming to Colorado. I think that's when you know you're doing well.
Yeah, I mean, they have Travis Hunter is insane. Shador seems like he'll be pretty good. What is their win? What is their DraftKings win total this year? It's probably like 6.5, maybe 7, something like that.
When you have guys like Will Ferrell and Jay-Z coming to your games,
that doesn't mean shit to me, honestly. And I know I'm not.
Oh, I mean, look at you.
I get it, but that. I mean, I'm 20 years younger than Will Ferrell.
4.5.
Yeah, like that doesn't mean dick. Like that matters. Win totals matter.
I would
having
take the
celebrities come because you're also. Do you know what? Then hire Tom Hanks to be your head coach, and he'll have celebrities come to your school too.
Doesn't mean
it would be pretty funny if Tom Hanks was the head coach of a football team.
Like what is that?
Great women's baseball coach.
If you're a college student, if you're going to Colorado and you're in the stands, you're rooting for your team. Do you really care if Jennifer Lawrence walks by?
If I was a college student, yes.
Last year we went to Boulder for a Pink Whitney tour stop. There was a bus.
Jennifer Lawrence coming.
Right, Patty said Jennifer Lawrence. All right, how about like
Jay-Z, Will Ferrell? Yeah, I'd be fucking
Will Ferrell
pumped.
is in the locker room, and you're a college student. What do you care if he's there?
You're moving the goalpost back.
So what is he like walking?
I think you would care if you were a college student and Will Ferrell was your football team's head coach. You'd be like, "That's kind of
no, head coach is different." I'm saying just like he has these celebrities come.
Oh.
Like I don't give a shit. I want my team to win. If
there's
Will
something.
Ferrell 1,000 feet away and he waves. Like, all right, great.
There's something to that though.
If I'm
with,
in college, I
building
think
up
it's
the brand.
pretty cool.
Yeah, like the Lakers like always have celebrities courtside even when they're not good. Like there's something to like putting like Colorado 2 years ago. Nobody gave a fuck about the Colorado.
And coming from you, I mean, if freaking Robert Parrish had his jock strap like outside the Boston Garden for 20 years and you stumbled upon it, you fucking would pick it up and love it.
Robert Parrish won titles.
Who the fuck is Robert Parrish?
He was a center.
Like, who are you to say like a college kid isn't going to like love Will Ferrell?
Yeah, I know who Larry Bird
Kevin
is.
McHale was?
Yes.
Robert Parrish was the big 3.
I think Robert Parrish is a distant third to those.
He's not distant third to Kevin McHale. He's not. I mean, McHale is very good. McHale is better. But Parrish is a Hall of Famer. How do you not know who Robert Parrish is? That's insane.
I think that's reasonable as a 28-year-old to maybe not know Robert Parrish.
Is that reasonable?
I think it's very reasonable to not know.
John Rich, you know who Robert Parrish is?
I know the name. I thought he was white.
Do you know who Robert Parrish is?
Fair. And we all know that Chris Clemmer.
Thank you. And Stanko, I guarantee Stanko knows who he is.
And we guarantee Chris Clemmer will pick up his jockstrap 20 years later, probably sniff it, but he's coming down on college kids who aren't excited about.
I'm coming down on the fact that Dion thinks that's a sign of success, that Will Ferrell waves at someone 1,000 feet away. No.
But to be fair, couldn't that add to recruits?
What is doing well then?
If you're a recruit and you know that there's going to be a lot of celebrities at your games, that does help your recruit.
100%.
Maybe it does.
I think it definitely.
Who do you mean maybe it does? It absolutely does.
I guess we'll see. They're not winning more games, though, so they're getting these recruits.
They had one season.
There's 4.5 this year, Smitty.
It's an improvement of where they were 2 years ago, which is the worst college football program in the nation.
Not even improvement from last year. So what recruits are they getting from this year to last year?
You are impossible to have a civilized discussion with.
Because I know
you're both pretty impossible to have a civilized.
That's fair too.
I don't know what you're talking like. So do you consider the Deion Sanders run so far up to this point being a success?
100%.
Okay.
I think it's exceeded expectations.
Do you consider it successful?
I consider.
No, it's impossible. You cannot. No one can say it's successful. It's not.
Look, Google how much money they brought in last year to the University of Colorado.
Also, best GPA in the history of the school.
Boom.
Wow.
All right.
Like on the football team, or just in general?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, to me that matters the most. What are these kids' GPAs? So unmitigated success.
Yes, absolutely.
Skip over the first one. There you go. Oh, look at that.
13 million to the Boulder economy.
I went to Boulder a month ago.
In a
Boulder
down economy, Deion Sanders is bringing hundreds of millions in.
That's great. That's what.
And Chris Clemmer does not think it's a success.
On the
Was he
football
sucking
field,
off
it is not
Robert
a success.
Parrish's jockstrap?
Exactly.
Why am I stuck with 4 Robert Parrish's?
I'm just imagining there's someone out there, like there's 2 guys making a bet. It's like, bro, I'll bet you $10 million Robert Parrish gets a rundown mention tonight. It's like, there's no chance.
Okay, on to something possibly more batshit. Kanye West is allegedly spending $50,000 per month on nitrous. Political commentator, Kanye's ex-chief of staff, which Kanye obviously needs, Clemmer, can you pronounce it?
Yiannopoulos.
Okay, filed an affidavit against celebrity dentist Thomas Connolly, who claims he got Kanye addicted to nitrous gas. Milo says Kanye is spending $50,000 a month. Thomas Connolly calls himself the father of diamond dentistry, specializes in putting diamonds on people's teeth. Says that Kanye's directives are becoming incoherent and contradictory. He's losing the ability to run his company or produce music. Milo also says Connolly is $2 million in debt to the Mexican cartel. Whoa, this keeps getting better. Who funds his surgical practice and uses it to launder money. Tommy, have you ever tried nitrous?
Yeah. I mean, like at the dentist. Yeah.
At the dentist only?
Never tried it like
At
recreationally.
like a Dead concert?
I've never been to a Dead
Fish
concert. No, or a Fish concert.
I heard on actually Kirk Minahan show this week that I guess they do it at Fish concerts.
Yeah, they. So I went to one Fish concert. I was on LSD, which was an experience at the Garden, and which is actually an amazing, eye-opening, wonderful experience until the lights came on. But when the lights came on, you have to go outside, and there are tons of people with nitrous and balloons, just ripping fatties.
Is it like
all over
Whippets,
the
kind
place.
of?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Everyone's saying it. Yeah, I've never done. I was at a bachelor party recently. People were doing Whippets. I said, That's not for me.
Yeah,
That's
I've
not
never
for
done that
me.
either.
I don't. Contrary to popular belief,
Prudes here, huh?
from the one picture I took with the Hawk Tuah girl, I'm not a drug person. So yeah, I mean, this would explain a lot. Like Kanye, something went off with him. You know, he's gone a little bit out there.
Yeah.
The fact, even if it's not true, blaming an evil dentist is kind of a funny cop out.
An evil dentist who owes $2 million to the Mexican cartel.
Yeah.
Let's also not forget Milo Yiannopoulos is not exactly a reliable narrator here.
I was gonna say I knew Milo was like, isn't he like a gay right wing guy?
Yeah,
He's not gay.
extreme right. I think that's an insult to maybe the right wing. It's extreme.
Far right, alt right, whatever you want to say.
Extremely.
The fact that he was Kanye's chief of staff was a bit of a surprise to me. Former chief of staff, yeah.
Yeah. What did Kanye say that just brought him off the ticket?
What did Milo do that Kanye was like, that's too far, bro.
All right, gotta let you go.
Yeah.
Who would your chief of staff be?
My chief of staff?
Yeah.
Like
we should have
to
chief
run
of
my life?
I don't know.
I might go Meek Phil.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Man.
See,
Meek wouldn't be a good chief of staff because he would need to be public. He would be like a better black ops
chief of staffs aren't usually public, are they?
They're kind of behind the scenes.
You need your name.
You want to be my press
listed
secretary?
No, you still need to be recorded as your name, and it still speaks for you. I want Meek running the CIA for me, my CIA.
Yeah, I want him.
That might be a better
Dark
job.
ops.
Yes.
Yeah. See, who else here would be a good chief of staff at Barstool?
You know,
Stephen Shea.
Stephen Shea would be a great chief of staff.
I would have
very orderly.
100%.
Marty be my press secretary. You want someone dumb that can just kind of
that's
be
true.
goofy. Like that's the idea. Because if they know too much, then they're dangerous. Marty is the ideal press secretary. You gonna run for
Is he
president again?
coherent? President again? Oh, of the office? Oh yeah, if we do it again. I mean, Kelly Keegs is. I think I could beat her easily.
The
This is Trump
urinal's
Biden all
broken
over
again. She's had probably a failed.
It's one of the worst presidencies in history. Yeah, I am tossing around
that 'cause
running
she's
for
a
New York
woman?
City mayor next year. It's part of it.
You gonna run for New York City mayor?
I'm thinking about it. I'm old enough now. City's falling apart. I could use a young, fresh face. I might talk to Billy, get some of his guys.
Well, it didn't go. I would probably that didn't go well for Billy.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they shut him down. The establishment shut him down.
Would they shut you down?
Can't shut smokes down. Establishment. I'm establishment proof.
Ad number 2 of the day, brought to you by Raycon. Even though I'm not in school anymore, back to school shopping is still exciting to me. Something about getting back into a routine is so comforting, especially when you're picking out those items you're going to be using every day. An absolute must-have for me this fall, Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Raycon's everyday earbuds are now active ergonomic design, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and active noise cancellation. Raycon has some great features, including 32-hour battery life to stay tuned in for longer, and optimized gel tips for a very cozy fit. And with them being weatherproof and sweat resistant, I can work out or lay out on the beach this summer. The quality on these guys rivals some of the biggest names in premium audio. Go to buyraycon.com/Barstool today to get 24% off.
20 to 40.
No.
20 to 40.
24% is
right,
in that range.
20, it is. It is 24 plus 16, 20 to 40% off site-wide. That's right. You get up to 40% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Barstool. Buyraycon.com/Barstool. 2 astronauts on Boeing aircraft are still stuck in space, and they can now be there until February 2025. So basically, there's 2 astronauts up there. They were going to go for an 8-day mission, and they can't get them home, or they don't trust the aircraft to get them home. They might send the aircraft home solo and then send up a new aircraft to get them. But
They've been up there for months.
they've been up there for a while. This
This will be another great movie one day. Although I feel like this movie's kind of been made 100 times before,
Yeah.
astronauts stuck in space. But
What are they doing up there?
You tried to say before the show, or someone was like, "Oh, it's basically just being at a hotel for."
Well, that's
I do not
that's
think
their
it's like
that's their way of spinning it.
That's their spin.
Yes.
That's
it's basically an
astronaut spin or like
Oh,
Boeing.
no, Boeing.
yeah. It's basically an stay at a hotel. Everything's fine. You wait for the roads to open again.
Yeah,
Imagine being in a hotel for months. Like, if I'm in a hotel for like 3 days, I'm starting to get dark thoughts. Like, that's not. Hotels are awful.
I like hotels. I don't want to be there that
stuck
long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be stuck in a room. They're like, ugh.
Would not want to be Riggs.
What? No.
Riggs
Better
stuck at
views.
Pinehurst.
Better views than most of a hotel.
Actually, I would want to be Riggs stuck in Pinehurst. Plus, these 2. I mean, you have to be exceptionally well trained and intelligent to be up there in the first place, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you probably have much more psychologically fit than the 3 of us.
But
But
Boeing's track record and honesty and diligence, I fully anticipate everything will be okay and that they'll be back home soon. Correct?
Yeah, no, Boeing's one of the most reliable aircraft carriers there is.
so this is interesting. The passengers could return safely in September on a SpaceX mission. That's like the Elon Musk. So he could send something up to go help him, but NASA's saying, well, let's try to get Boeing to get him down. Which is
I feel like I would trust Elon over Boeing.
if I was them, I'd be like, fuck you, I want to get home now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about you looking bad, NASA and Boeing. Get Elon to get his ass up here to help us.
Yes.
What were they doing? Do we know? Just like general space shit?
What an embarrassment for NASA and Boeing. Like that we need Elon to bail us out. You know,
It's
like,
actually surprising this doesn't happen more.
is it?
Like, yeah, fucking rockets are crazy. The fact that we build the fact that we go to space is kind of crazy.
It is, no, that absolutely is crazy.
Test flight, they were expecting some findings which could be used to improve the next flight. I mean, I guess mission successful.
Yeah.
Like they know, they probably figured out, all right, here's how you don't get stuck in space for a year.
They must be so bored. Especially they thought they lived there for 8 days. Like, what are you doing?
It's tough. It's tough. Hopefully, everything
poor
works
guys.
out. They get back.
Awful.
Guys and girls.
I think it's 2 men up there.
Oh, it is?
I believe so, right?
Oh, I thought it was a man and woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's a man and a woman up there?
Yes.
Ooh.
We know what they're doing up there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're probably professionals.
Now, if I was stuck, I would be willing to do that if I was stuck with a hot woman up there.
How about like an average one? You have nothing else to do. Even below average, you have nothing else to do.
Yeah. I wouldn't sign up to be stuck with a below average.
Plus,
I want hot.
but isn't it like Big Brother up there? Isn't every inch recorded?
So what? Nothing else.
Probably.
What are you gonna
Probably.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Nothing else to do.
Yeah, you're in 0G.
Put a fucking thing on the camera. Put a little cloth on the camera.
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, come get us! Oh no.
Yeah.
356 feet long.
It's a football field.
Oh, that
Pretty
is
big.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it is, right?
Football field is 300 feet. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
That's plenty of room to fuck.
That's
There you
pretty
go.
big then, right?
It's very big.
Well, long, but I wonder how wide. It's long though, right?
End to end.
But can you go into those, like,
There's
is all of it access?
6 sleeping quarters, 2 bathrooms, a gym, and a 360
Actually seems kind of lovely.
Oh, it's a nice hotel.
view bay window.
Throw me up there at Sydney Sweeney. I'm in.
How about with like one of the Golden Girls?
No.
Well, they're all dead.
Well, I'm trying to think of who, like Rhea Perlman. What if you were there, Rhea Perlman?
Like, shots fired, Danny DeVito. What's wrong with you?
Fuck is Rhea
I mean,
Perlman?
she seems like a nice lady. It might be good company.
Right, Real Perlman's the bartender from Cheers who ended up marrying Danny DeVito. That's like, yeah. She's a very sweet woman,
That's what I'm
apparently.
saying. Like she seems like you good company.
Another very current event reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Plumber.
I'm trying to think of like an older lady. I guess I could have said
Who's-
Dame Judi Dench.
Susan Sarandon. She's got the
All right.
big
How about-
bazookas. Yeah.
Would you go up in space?
Oh, I give those things a slap around in fucking zero gravity. Yeah.
Olympic stories. Quincy Hall won the 400-meter goal last second comeback finish. Actually, very impressive. Noah Lyles, 100 meters, 200 meters goal. Yeah, we always say volleyball, beating Brazil. Anything stick out to you guys?
No, I mean, no Lyle's going, it looks like, for the 200 minute.
Oh, yeah, he's going for
Goal,
200,
exactly.
but is favored because that is his bread and
Yeah,
butter.
I mean, that'll be a good race. Like, I've watched pretty minimally.
You're such a liar. You I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not watching Olympics. Neither are you.
I just said I've watched pretty minimally.
You're like, oh, that could be a good. You're not gonna watch any of this. You think it's boring.
I
You
would-
think it sucks.
If I can finish my thought, the Noah Lyles race, I might actually tune in for. That's like one event that I might be like, because it's got the storyline of like the NBA players talking shit. The first race was good. That's one thing that might.
Also, yeah, the Netflix series Sprint
I
featured
missed that one.
very predominantly in.
So level
Was a
1 to 10.
Perlman
How
in
much
that?
do you care about the Olympics?
2.
That's what he said, minimally, and you just attacked him.
No,
His character.
I couldn't have been more clear.
Seemed like he was being a little bit of a fraud.
No, you are.
minimally care about the Olympics. I might tune into this race. Probably won't. But if I'm going to tune into an event, it would be this. And I guess probably I'll watch like the USA Gold basketball.
You can't. Actually, I don't know about you.
Yeah, my wife ran D1 track, specifically the 400 meter, but so we'll watch it together. It actually is pretty interesting. First of all, it's nice because it's quick. So, and there's just tons of excitement, like in those 10, 20, 1 minute seconds. So, yes,
In those what?
in those 60 seconds.
In those 10, 21 minutes.
I was meant to say, I got mixed up. I meant to say 10, 20, 60 seconds, but I went 10, 20, 1 minute. And now I look like a fucking loser. So thank you, Tommy.
I didn't do it. You said it.
Brought to the attention. Taylor Swift almost had a terrorist scare. Unfortunately, Taylor Swift had to cancel 3 Eras Tours shows in Vienna this weekend because of an ISIS terroristic threat. Tommy, what is Vienna the capital of?
Austria.
Very good.
I did not know this until yesterday, and I'm embarrassed about that.
About Vienna?
That's very embarrassing.
I know.
That's
I'm like
surprising.
Vienna. My world geography is horrible. It's embarrassingly bad. I'm like, I know the Billy Joel song, but I couldn't tell you what country Vienna was
It's a bad one.
in. Isn't that bad?
Yeah, especially for trying to talk like World War I, World War II.
Oh yeah, I know.
Big fact.
Was there a big peace treaty signed in Vienna?
No, you're thinking of
Vienna had something.
maybe there is.
There's a
I
Paris.
know there's Treaty of
Yalta.
Versailles, but
Yalta was a big treaty.
Treaty of Vienna, 1815.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Didn't work out. Good job.
Oh, wow, Tommy. Wow.
And now Taylor Swift has to cancel her tours there because 2 teen suspects were arrested for allegedly planning to drive a bomb-filled car with self-made explosives into the crowd. That's pretty fucking terrifying. The alleged ringleader was arrested at his home where they found chemical substances and technical devices. He also had made progress in building the bomb he planned to strap in the car. Glad they stopped it.
Yeah. World's a scary place right now.
Very scary.
Very scary place.
Very scary.
Yeah, it's like the world geography stuff. It is amazing how close these countries are to where ISIS's headquarters are, and that edge of the world where we have the ocean to protect us. And I don't know, sometimes.
Well,
But just like the
also got a wide open border.
yeah, but this is Vienna. What's Austria's immigration policy right now?
I think it's pretty open. I think Europe is pretty open.
I feel bad for Taylor Swift that I read that she says that she carries around or has her people carry around like a first aid kit that features specifically stuff to help for gunshot wounds and stabbing wounds.
Yeah, she should honestly have the Secret Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or like an.
I think she does.
Secret
I think
Service.
she's well protected. But like stuff like this, she was in Munich, and there were people. There were what 40,000 people inside the stadium. There was another 40,000 people outside the stadium.
Right.
So if you were thinking of like targets, like her tour, like has to be like protected. That's just scary
That's
shit.
terrifying stuff. Yeah, it's I don't know.
Yeah, look at that.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my god.
Stay safe over there, kids.
Just takes one. Just
Kids in Vienna watching the rundown tonight.
Oh, I bet you we get one. We get one Austrian viewer.
It's just crazy.
A kid?
Just like one ass.
Maybe.
Like, just one person can like cause like it's crazy.
After show, rough and rowdy tomorrow night. Loser leave towns. Abel brothers, specifically Zach Abel versus Mikey Betts. The weigh-ins are today. I was a little worried about Mikey Betts, and then I saw the video that Dave tweeted of him beating the living shit out of somebody who allegedly was stalking his sister. I'm not afraid of Mikey Betts anymore.
Yeah, he's. And the Abel brothers, I think, don't have the best. I think the one he's fighting might be the
2-3.
better one.
He's won 2. The other one hasn't
He
won.
beat the same guy twice, though, apparently.
That's right. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Zach Abel, the
but
same guy twice. Spencer's never won a fight.
it is good, like, rough and rowdy. They were talking about on the Unnamed show today of, like, Dave's like, we got to do maybe 20,000 pay-per-views, or it could be it. Rough and Rowdy does always do better when there's like a main event that people are tuning in for. Mikey Betts with his job on the line, fighting like an Abel brother, that's a worthy main event.
I feel like there's been a lot more talk about this Rough and Rowdy in the office, and I don't know, just kind of on social media, or at least that I see.
Mikey Betts has to quit if he loses.
I feel like there's been more hype about this one than like the last 2, maybe even combined.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
feel like there's just been a lot of like buzz about it. I don't know, maybe I'm in my little bubble, but I also like Mikey a lot personally. He's a really good guy, and I'm very excited for this fight.
Get on it. We need 20K pay-per-views because nobody wants to see Rough and Rowdy go away.
Anyways, Rough and Rowdy.
Go ahead.
This is a big one. This is I may bring an end to Rough and Rowdy if I don't like the numbers here.
Is that true? Really?
Yeah.
How come? But
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work, and then what number? Like, how many thousand buys do you need to make it worth it? Because no matter what, you're making money, or is the cost of production?
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
To put together. I want at least 20,000 pay-per-view buys.
BuyRNR.com. Get it going. Cook it.
I'm excited.
Buy twice. Buy twice.
I'll be watching this Friday. I'm genuinely excited for this.
Yeah.
Any other after show, boys?
I've got 2 things. One year ago today, Dave bought the company back.
That's right.
Oh, more importantly, 1 year ago today, Ben Mintz got rehired at Barstool.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Right,
He
that's
blogged that. And then, Clemmer, I know you always say that I've lived, an easy life, no hardship. I spent a week alone in Nashville. I made a new smoke show about that, so tune into that on Rumble and YouTube.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Had a week alone in Nat. So
Week
where's
alone,
the hardship?
very tough to spend a week in Nashville. Remote, war-torn city.
Is that the worst thing that's ever happened to you?
It's up there.
What is the worst thing that's ever happened to you, personally?
I don't know, maybe like grandmas and aunts dying.
All right.
But yeah, and then the week in
And
Nashville
Nashville.
was
Yeah,
tough.
that makes
It
sense.
was tough. But a lot of celebrity cameos. Waka Flocka Flame, rapped with Waka Flocka, almost sang Revival with Zach Bryan.
Oh, all right.
So, but really a struggle otherwise.
Go check it out. Oh, also announced on the Unnamed show, Pat Bev and Stu Feiner are out of Surviving Barstool. Robbie Fox, Francis Ellis in. Very interesting.
I'm very excited. Robbie, I think, could be really good.
Yes.
Francis.
I don't like
the wild card. Robbie could be really good.
I think, yeah, but I agree, but I feel bad. Like everyone's already like, oh, Robbie's going to win, and that's just going to put a target on his back. So I don't want to.
Are you excited?
I'm excited to see Francis and Robbie and everybody.
You're in it.
Yeah,
I don't think that's been announced yet.
It is. He literally said it on the Unnamed show.
Oh, he did say it? Oh, yes. So I'm doing Surviving Barstool. I was waiting for Dave to say something because I didn't want to say anything. I'm in Surviving Barstool. So right now, the cast.
We're going to list all 24
No,
people.
we're not going to list all 24. So
It's going to be
interesting.
great. I've been helping Jeff and Rob with producing and game design and stuff, and I think it's going to be very, very exciting.
And there's also a twist that I heard was rumored, so I'm not going to say what's going on. But when you get eliminated this year, it's going to be exciting.
Are you amped up for it? Like not the twist, but just the actual doing the show. Like I'm super jealous. I would love to do this.
Of course.
Like, it must be
It's an incredible opportunity. I mean, the names in it are superstars, and it's going to be a scene. It's going to be a scene.
It's gonna be.
There are things that are going to come out of this that are going to be life changing for, I think, multiple people.
And huge money. Like the prize is huge.
That's one of the things.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a scene, man.
I can't wait to watch. Like I love Survivor. I love surviving. That's a big reason I had Dello do Rat Race with us, because I just love the show so much. I wanted anyone involved with that show to help with mine if they could. I think surviving is maybe the best show we do, and I can't wait for this. The people doing it, I'm really excited.
It's. I mean, we say this like every time we do one, but I think it'll just end up being the best content ever.
Yeah,
that Barstool's done.
I would imagine.
I think it'll be up there between the production value. I mean, the production value
People
is
involved,
always,
the 24
is
of you.
always amazing. The stuff that like Rob and Corey and everybody does here, it's always amazing. But Wallow and Gillard are doing it, like that's gonna be great.
Yeah,
It's gonna be.
actually, as soon as we end this, I have a meeting to go talk about it.
Oh, well,
Yeah, gonna know secrets that you don't, and I won't tell.
interesting. Maybe I should stick something on you. Get some recording.
Ooh.
Yeah, try to stick a recording device on me in the next 5 minutes.
That's the rundown.